Good afternoon, Missy. How are you?
I'm good. I had a really good day. So, yeah.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. So what has your week been like?
Well, so since we saw each other
Hmm.
last Wednesday, um, I guess it's been a pretty good week. School, um, my weekend was pretty boring, but on Friday there was a cool party. I went to a party with that guy Tom that I've been hanging out with.
Okay.
I guess he's my boyfriend now, so
Oh, yeah?
yeah, it feels really good to say that.
Oh,
Actually,
good.
that he's my boyfriend. He's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So he invited me to a party, and we had a lot of fun. And he's just really fun.
Oh, good.
Um, and well, I mean, I guess I did something that I haven't told anyone. I didn't want to tell you, but
Okay.
um, so I kind of had a slip. That's what you would call it, I guess, because I haven't used since or before, but there was some heroin at the party,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, I was just doing it. So
Okay. All right.
yeah,
So why didn't you want to tell me about that?
because I just feel like you would be disappointed. I feel like I've been doing really well, and I really do want to. I don't want to do that anymore,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes me feel like if anyone knows, then like you or my mom are going to think, oh, well, she's just going to need to go to rehab again. She's going to need all this help. And it makes me feel like a loser.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
Okay. Well, I'm really happy you told me
thanks.
because we can work around that and talk about it. And
Okay.
today we'll be talking about choice therapy and what control you have in situations like that. So I want to talk about what you were feeling in the moment before you made the decision to use. Can you tell me a little bit about what was going on at the party when at that point?
Sure. Let's see. Um,
We'll pause.
well, so Tom and we were downstairs, and you know how I've told you before that I can smell it,
Mm-hmm.
and I just like got the smell, and I asked Tom. I said, "Are your friends doing what I think they're doing?" And he said yes, and he wanted to, and what was I supposed to do? Just say no? And I don't know. I just felt like it would make us closer and make us like connect a little more, you
Mm-hmm.
know? So I really didn't think it was a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I just all of a sudden was doing it. So
Okay. So you kind of felt like there was some expectation or like you wanted to be approved maybe by your new boyfriend because you want to feel, that approval from him. Does that sound right?
yeah, yeah. I mean, I really like him, and
Mm-hmm.
I want this to work, you
Okay.
know. So
And how so he's using regularly or have you talked to him about?
um, I don't think so. It doesn't seem like a big deal. I haven't seen him do it. I mean, he smokes pot and he drinks, but
Okay.
this was the first time I saw him do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really think it's a big deal. So
Okay. So let's go back to what you want. What do you see? I know we talked earlier and you said you had some hesitation around therapy because your mom made you come here and you don't really think it works and it hasn't worked for you before. Is that right?
yeah, yeah.
Basically? Okay. So you're here now and why are you here?
Well, I mean, I knew you were going to be waiting for me, and I mean, I really want my mom to know, and I want people to know that I do want to get better, and
Okay.
I did learn some things when I went to treatment, um, but like I just feel really bad that I used. I feel like you might think that this is a waste of your time, and it makes me feel like, am I learning anything?
Hmm.
So,
Well, I don't think you should, you know, be too critical of yourself in that scenario right now.
okay.
Um, we all have moments of we're all affected by things differently, and it's fine for you to go through changes and have different experiences. And what we're going to do, we're going to work with that and kind of talk about what your behavior was around that experience so that in the future you can recognize in your body and your thoughts, even in how your body feels, what is something that's going to make you go towards maybe slipping again, you know?
Right.
So
Okay.
does that sound like it's in line with what you want out of therapy?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Because
Okay.
I feel like when that happened at the party, all of a sudden I was using, and I didn't want to, and
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I disappointed like you and myself and my mom
Mm-hmm.
afterwards. You know,
Yeah.
it just wasn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah, I can see how that would be. It would be really disappointing for you, since I
yeah,
can see that you have so much drive to improve and to not slip anymore.
yeah.
So we're going to talk a little bit about your behavior around that. What were you feeling in the moment? Like, what did your body tell you when you smelled the aluminum?
Well, it's kind of like how I feel when like I get up in front of people. Like I get really nervous. My heart feels like it jumps into my throat.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I just like I felt really nervous,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like nervous exciting because it makes me feel really good,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Was it?
thought it was something I could do with Tom. We were going to do it together. So
Mm-hmm. Okay. Um, so it was kind of a familiar feeling, like something that you had felt before when you used to use more frequently. Is that right? In your
yeah,
body?
yeah.
Okay. Hmm.
Well, and it also, I guess that at the party, whenever I feel shy or awkward, kind of. I mean, some of the guys that were doing it were older than me, and Tom is like almost 2 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes me feel more like a part of their group, kind of. Does that make
Okay.
sense? So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay. Well, let's talk real quick about the relationship that you are having with Tom.
Okay.
So you're feeling a need to be accepted by him, right? Maybe you're in this new relationship and you want acceptance and you want him to think you're cool.
Well, I mean, when you say that,
I think
when you
you're
say
cool.
it like that, it sounds ridiculous, but kind of. I mean, I haven't been in a relationship for a long time, so
Mm-hmm.
I just
And
want
those
this to
are,
work.
yeah, I can understand at the beginning of the relationship. Um, and so if he's using now and you have wants of staying clean, how hard do you think it'll be in the moment to recognize your thoughts and feelings around using if he's using in front of you?
Um,
If that's too much or too tough of a question right now, you don't have to answer it.
well,
I
I
just want
guess
to put it out there.
I mean I know what you think. I know what everyone thinks. Like, well, because he's using, I'm just going to go down that path again. But I feel like I'm strong enough um, that I can be like the responsible one, and maybe I can show him that he doesn't have to do that,
Okay.
and we can do
So,
other things.
okay. Hmm.
Yeah.
So, in your experience of recovery or going into sobriety or in
Hmm.
treatment, did you find that it was harder to follow through with things when someone else was telling you to do it?
Yeah, kind of. I I mean, I know what they say in treatment, and everyone says about using anything is that I have to want it, right? And
Do you think that Tom wants it to be sober?
no, I don't think so. No.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's get back to you and what you're feeling in the moment right before you use. So we talked about feelings and physiologically how your body's feeling in the moment. And so what are your thoughts around that?
I guess I get nervous. Would that be a thought? Or
It's kind of a feeling,
yeah.
but you can have nervous thoughts.
Okay.
What would be a nervous thought?
Well, I always get nervous that, or think that, I could overdose. And they really scared me when I was in treatment, when I heard all those stories and stuff.
Mhm.
But
Okay.
man, now you make me feel like Tom and I can't be together. Do you think we can't be together?
I can't really say that.
Okay.
That's kind of,
All right.
I think that you can think more about what your wants are
Okay.
and how your behavior affects your ability to get what you want.
Yeah.
And if your commitment to sobriety is, if that's what you want,
Okay.
then you have to think about the choices you make in relationships that are going to help you get there.
Yeah.
But it's totally this is all you. It's all your
Okay.
choices,
Yeah.
And there's not really a right or wrong for
Okay.
it.
All right.
So, how is your relationship with your family? I know you said your brother is unemployed right now and he's at home.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys talk a lot since he's at home now?
Yeah, we're talking more. I mean, it's like one thing I've noticed since I've been back and since I was clean for so long is that I just feel like less paranoid and more sure of myself with my family, and
Mhm.
I'm not hiding things anymore.
Mm-hmm. That must feel good.
Yeah, it feels really good. And yeah, so that's probably why I told you what I told you, because I don't want to hide anything.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels better to be honest with everyone. So
Oh, that's great.
yeah.
Do you remember when we talked last week about the quality world and what that means?
Not
I
really.
can give you a quick recap.
Okay.
So it's kind of like we have experiences throughout our life and through our youth and our childhood that give us pleasure and fulfill a need for us inside, whether it be, like we said, like belonging or freedom. Those were two that we talked about last week.
Uh-huh.
So, and some experiences really fulfill those needs, and then we remember that good feeling, and then it's replayed inside of us and it comes out. It's something that drives our wants. So like you're saying, you want to be sober,
Mm-hmm.
and you're also saying that you feel good when you're with your family when you're sober. So maybe
Yeah.
you remember being with your family, and your brother has brought this up specifically, and not having to hide anything from him and being able to be very upfront and authentic,
Yeah.
more authentic with yourself.
Yeah.
And so now, so that's kind of in line
Yeah.
with your quality world and your wants and your actions.
Yeah.
Do you see how that connects?
Yeah. Just now I feel like this conversation, like I just feel like I'm hiding a lot from Tom, and it makes me feel bad because I know I'm happier when I'm just honest, but I don't want to be lonely. I don't want to be like the only girl that doesn't have a boyfriend or, somewhere to go on Fridays and stuff, but
well, and there are other things you can do on Fridays, like with your friends, right?
I guess
And
so.
you can still go to parties.
Yeah.
You can still do you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So, but in the next week, I'd like you to think about what you want. Just continue with this kind of line of thought and try and recognize in your body and your thoughts and your feelings, like we've been working on, how they connect and, what thoughts connect to what feelings, because that can be
Okay.
really helpful
Okay.
in seeing how something around you is affecting you.
Okay. I'll try to do
And
that.
we'll just think about it. You can journal if you'd like.
Yeah, I've been journaling. I meant to tell you, I've been journaling.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
Good.
I
And you
try to
think
do that like every night.
You're
so.
finding it helpful?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
I usually use it to just remember really good things that happened, like our first date. Like
Mhm.
that was like 4 pages.
Uh-huh.
And then this party was a lot of pages too, but I really like it. So
Good.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, great. Well, if that works for you, I'm happy.
okay, thanks.
Thanks again for coming today, and we'll see you next week. Have a
Okay.
good week, okay?
All right, thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye.